After long expectation, Iran has finally received the first batch of super-advanced Russian Sukhoi Su-35 fighter jets, which are on an extremely high level of air superiority, supercruise, extreme maneuverability, supersonic speed, stealth, and unmatched air power. But this deal isn't a simple purchase. It's a monumental leap for Iran's aging Air Force and a strategic maneuver with deeper implications for the Iranian Air Force and its growing cooperation with Russia. Today, we're going to dive into a historic development for Iran's Air Force and defense strategy. After years of anticipation, the initial batch of the most advanced Russian Sukhoi Su-35 superflanker attack aircraft has arrived in Tehran, signaling a transformative shift in Iran's air power and combat capabilities. But this acquisition is more than just a purchase. It's a strategically significant leap forward in Iran's aviation industry and a powerful message to its regional adversaries, particularly Israel. From the local assembly of these aircraft to the potential for sky domination, we'll explore how these unmatched additions are expected to bolster Iran's defenses against multiple threats, particularly from Israel and the U.S. According to Iranian media, Iran's first batch of Su-35 fighter jets arrived in a disassembled form. This approach allows Iran to manage the assembly process locally, further embedding the technology into its own military infrastructure. Primary plans indicate that the Su-35 jets will be housed at Iran's underground air bases, which were exclusively built deep beneath the ground to protect the advanced drones and fighter aircraft from unexpected airstrikes. Some of these secret air bases are currently undergoing rapid expansion operations to support the infrastructure needed for the new Russian fighters. This unique assembly plan goes beyond just integrating these fighters into the Iranian Air Force. It demonstrates Iran's pursuit of technology transfer by assembling the Su-35 jets locally. The Sukhoi Su-35 Mutarol fighter is globally renowned for its superior versatility, equipped with advanced radar systems, powerful electronic warfare capabilities, high maneuverability, and powerful armaments. As a fourth-and-a-half-generation multi-role fighter, the Su-35 provides Iran with opportunities that weren't available before, including opportunity for air superiority, precise airstrikes, and reliable defensive operations. One of the Su-35's most valuable assets is its ability to disrupt enemy radar and counter electronic threats. Equipped with formidable air-to-air and air-to-ground capabilities, these fighters are designed to neutralize various threats, from enemy aircraft to ground targets, making them ideal for both defensive and offensive operations. With these features, Iran gains a stronger defense posture, as these fighters can operate effectively even in heavily defended airspace, offering a credible response to regional threats. Over the past few years, Israel's American-made F-35 fighters have been a key element of its regional air superiority. However, with the addition of the Su-35 into the Iranian fleet, Iran can better counterbalance Israeli air capabilities to a great extent. This unprecedented shift disrupts the regional air dominance that Israel once enjoyed, bringing a new equilibrium to the Middle Eastern skies. As a whole, the capabilities of the Iranian Su-35, in particular, the combination of the long-range radar and beyond visual range R-77-1 missiles with active radar guidance would definitely improve Iran's air deterrence, air-to-air combat, and air patrol capabilities, and make it much more dangerous for Western 4th and even 4.5 generation aircraft, including the Israeli F-16 Falcons and F-15 Eagles. With an impressive firepower, advanced electronic countermeasures, and a multifunctional radar system, the Su-35 establishes Iran as a credible threat to any regional air force. These capabilities ensure that Iran can now respond more swiftly and effectively to air incursions, particularly from Israel, whose recent airstrikes were largely intercepted and successfully thwarted by Iran's multi-layered air defenses. Russia has also provided Iran with the beyond visual range R-77-1 missiles to powerfully arm the Su-35. While it remains slightly inferior from a technical standpoint to Israel's stealthy fifth-generation F-35 jets, the Su-35 could still pose formidable dangers to the premier Israeli aircraft. The Su-35 can become a serious threat by both using long-range R-77-1 air-to-air missiles or by getting within visual range and employing its better air superiority characteristics against the F-35. With the Su-35's long-range and precision capabilities, Iran can now execute more strategic, impactful missions. The fighter's adaptability enables it to perform both defensive interception and long-range strike operations, which strengthen Iran's deterrence against potential aggression of its adversaries. With the historic purchase of Su-35, Iran adds a new layer of deterrence, elevating its strategic position in the region. The acquisition of Su-35 fighters further deepens Iran's military ties with Russia. This collaboration may hopefully lead to broader defense agreements and technology-sharing initiatives, fostering a partnership that enables both nations to counter Western influence and the increasing U.S. domination, while sharing resources and technical expertise strengthens both nations' positions against common adversaries. These defense collaborations may lead to joint military projects in the future. As one of the most advanced 4th generation fighters, the Su-35 is exclusively built for superiority in air combat. The Su-35 stands out for its cutting-edge design and exceptional combat capabilities. It can carry up to 8 tons of weapons, ranging from air-to-air missiles to anti-ship cruise missiles and heavy ground attack munitions, making it highly adaptable for a range of mission profiles. The multi-role Su-35 can deploy beyond visual range air-to-air missiles with a range of up to 300 kilometers, carry the heavy Onyx anti-ship cruise missile, and carry a multitude of air-to-ground weaponry. The aircraft's ability to maintain a high angle of attack while flying at close to zero airspeed has traditionally attracted considerable media and public attention. Equipped with 12 to 14 hardpoints for various missiles and guided bombs, a maximum speed exceeding 1,550 miles per hour, and an impressive radar range, the S-35 is truly a powerhouse. The powerful engine gives the Su-35 an excellent ability to sustain supersonic speed above Mach 1.1 without the use of afterburners. Its radar can track up to 30 airborne targets simultaneously. It can detect an aerial target up to 400 kilometers away and can simultaneously scan the ground and air over a wide area. With an engagement capability for up to 8 targets, the Su-35 also features infrared sensors, high-speed maneuverability, and powerful engines that make it a dominant force for both offensive and defensive missions. The fighter's extremely powerful turbofan engines give it a high climb rate, acceleration, and superior kinematics performance, even at speeds up to Mach 2.25. Its electronic warfare system and radar capabilities create a strategic edge in combat, even against some of the most advanced aerial threats. Moreover, the aircraft features a significant stealth capability as radar-absorbent materials have been applied to its engine in order to have the Su-35's frontal radar cross-section and minimize the detection range of enemy radars. These specifications not only make it a perfect match for air-to-air superiority, but also a powerful offensive asset against ground and naval targets. Iran is rapidly preparing itself for future domestic production, sparking a major potential leap in local aviation technology. This potential suggests that Iran may soon start the process of reverse engineering the advanced fighters they have just acquired. Iran and Russia's agreement doesn't just cover fighter delivery, it includes an ambitious contract for the local assembly of Su-35 fighters. This is no ordinary deal. Establishing a local assembly line for the Su-35 will reduce expenses, improve self-sufficiency, and enable Iran to successfully integrate additional modifications. This arrangement may even allow Iran to produce specific components domestically, making the process highly cost-effective and partially protected from international sanctions. Beyond assembly, this contract is a gateway to advanced Russian aviation technologies, particularly in avionics, radar systems, and heavy turbofan engines. Furthermore, this technical transfer could eventually support Iran in building advanced homegrown fighters, setting a new course for Iran's aviation. Beyond attack aircraft like the Sukhoi fighters, Iran is also preparing its pilots with Russian Yak-130 fighter trainers, an essential step for mastering the Su-35, which is known for its incredible maneuverability and reliability. The Yak-130 provides Iranian pilots with hands-on experience in high-intensity operations. This training minimizes the learning curve for transitioning into the advanced Su-35 fighters, ensuring Iranian pilots are fully skilled and prepared to use these fighters to their maximum potential. The Yak-130 allows Iranian pilots to simulate both defensive and offensive maneuvers, providing a solid foundation before progressing to the Su-35 operations in real combat missions. By conducting local training, Iran secures a smooth transition, preparing its pilots for swift operational readiness. The local assembly and partial production of Sukhoi SU-35 represent a historic opportunity for Iran's aviation industry. This strategy accelerates Iran's journey towards self-sufficiency and reduces its reliance on imported parts. Such advancements in production and technical expertise build a foundation for independent aircraft manufacturing, which is obviously crucial for bypassing international sanctions. In addition, domestic production cuts long-term costs and fosters a reliable supply chain within Iran. As technology transfer progresses, Iran may even use this expertise to domestically produce other high-tech aircraft components, gradually diminishing its dependency on foreign aviation support. This shift from importation to domestic production signifies Iran's commitment to becoming a self-sustained military power. So, the arrival of the Su-35 is more than an upgrade for Iran's outdated air force. It's a statement of strength and strategic move with significant implications for Iran's advancing security and defense industry. It signals Iran's growing self-sufficiency and a serious shift in regional power dynamics. As these fighters take to Iranian skies, the message to Iran's adversaries is clear. Iran is prepared to defend its sovereignty with state-of-the-art equipment and a strengthened defense industry. As the regional tensions are rising, Iran's investment in its air force and aviation sector lays the groundwork for a robust defense posture.